Food poisoning actually happens when food becomes contaminated with like viruses, bacteria, parasites, or even toxins. And most of the times, food poisoning actually happens in areas where these foods are being cooked, especially the kitchen. So the thing is, some people actually cook in very dirty environments. Imagine cooking and then you have dirty plates, you have dirty bowls, you have dirty spoons around, and these spoons contains food which is organic. And then when you leave it out, bacteria start to infest and then it starts spreading. So when you cook in dirty environments, you're prone to having food poisoning. Another one is some people don't even store their food well. After preparing food, they leave their food out for too long, and then the same fly that leaves their toilet is the same fly that will perch on the food. It's very dangerous. It causes food poisoning. Some people also cook with dirty fingers. Imagine starting to cook and then your fingers are dirty. You just dip them into the pot, and then you're preparing food. And then this is what some other people will eat, and then they eat it and then they fall sick. So these are the things that actually make people to have food poisoning. Another one is some people also eat expired food. Once food expires, it starts degrading. And then once food degrades, it starts decaying. So imagine food that has expired for months and then people are still eating it. It's not very, advisable, because that's what you do, and then you inoculate bacteria into your system yourself. And then another one is some people buy meat. They don't even boil the meat properly. They don't even wash the meat properly. They just, you know, boil and eat. Normally, when you buy meat from the butcher, you wash it with your lemons, your limes, your vinegars, your salt, and then you boil it properly under proper heat. So that's the things you have to do to avoid, you know, food poisoning. Because once you start having food poisoning, you start having dysentery, cholera, severe diarrhea, vomiting, and then that's these things are very contagious. Some people can actually contact them, especially people that live in crowded environments, or people that have large amounts of family members. And then when people actually contact this, diarrheas, choleras, dysentery, all these things actually make them to, have loose stools. It's very dangerous because it's very contagious. Before you know what is happening, the entire family is already having, this condition, this disease, because you have ingested poisoned food, and then you're spreading the vomitus, the feces, everything can be fecal oral, from the feces down to oral, and then people are already falling sick. So you have to wash your hands properly, boil your meat properly, wash them before boiling actually, and then cook it very sanitary.